Welcome to Raised on MTV. We're raised on MTV, VHS tapes, and scrambled porn, and we turned out fine. And with me today is the David Bowie of the 1985 Live Aid. That's right, I'm talking to Eric Swaney. How are you, sir?
I'm doing okay. I'm surprised you didn't give me like Billy Ocean or somebody though.
Well, I got you
Uh,
off work, so it was I was off today, and I saw we had to do. Some days we don't know what we're doing, like 40 years ago or 30 years ago. But
right.
Eric, what were we doing today, 41 years ago on a Saturday?
Well, we were just glued to the TV watching Live Aid.
Yes, Live Aid. That was supposed to be kind of like our Woodstock, but it's been kind of forgotten. No one really talks about it now. Like they do have
Yeah.
the Live Eight, but I don't ever hear that many people talking about Live Aid. Have you?
No, no, really. It comes back into play every now and again when they bring up Queen
Yeah.
and Freddie Mercury, and that's about it.
It's funny because like we watched it and we thought Queen was great, and all that, but it wasn't that big a deal. I remember when they had behind the music for Queen, like in the '90s, they said, "Well, they crushed it at Live Aid." I'm all, really? I don't remember anyone talking about the Queen after the fact. I was there. Do you remember that? Were we talking about Queen the next day?
No, I think everyone was talking about the USA for Africa and Band Aid.
Yeah, yeah, we were talking about that. Like Queen had crushed it, but they weren't the star of Live Aid. That's kind of. I think David Bowie probably had a better set.
Well, and we
Um,
we didn't know all. See, we were not privy to all the behind the scenes stuff that was going on in the world of Queen.
Yeah,
You know,
exactly. Elton John and Wham, that's a pretty good set back there. You know what I mean? It's like I was looking at this. The Wembley show is definitely better than the JFK show.
Yeah, I mean, it's very interesting that the people that were at Wembley that they took away from the U.S. to be at Wembley, like the Beach Boys.
Yeah, exactly. But weird part, we had Duran Duran on the U.S. side at the it was JFK in Philadelphia. We had Duran Duran. We had a
Black
funny,
Sabbath, man.
yeah.
I'm surprised Black Sabbath wasn't at Wembley.
The funny part is they have Phil Collins, Robert Plant, and Jimmy Page like the reunion, but they left out John Paul Rogers, who's actually in the band. And who was the better drummer that day than Phil Collins for Led Zeppelin reunion?
Oh, that's a very good. Who was it? Who was the better drummer?
Okay, first off, Phil Collins became supposedly the first guy to play in England, flew over and played in Philadelphia the
Oh
same
yeah,
day.
yeah, yeah.
So if you remember, Phil Collins didn't listen to the songs that were playing because we all talked about the big day with the Led Zeppelin reunion. That was the big thing because they hadn't been together
Oh,
since
that
they
was
broke up.
huge, and
What?
oddly enough, in Philly.
Yeah. And so basically, so Phil Collins isn't listening to the music. They have two drummers back there. The other one played earlier with the power station, Tony Thompson.
Ah,
And if you watch what's going on, Phil Collins is looking at Tony Thompson on how to play the songs because he doesn't know because he didn't listen to him on the plane right there.
oh my God.
And then Tony Thompson was such a good drummer for them. He's not even on this list. There was going to be a Led Zeppelin reunion tour like afterwards, and Tony
Yeah.
Thompson was going to play drums. And then Jimmy Page ended up getting injured in a car crash, so that didn't happen.
Oh wow.
Wow,
And
wow.
let's make sure everyone understands that Tony Thompson is not a member of the Thompson twins,
No, no, no.
who were also playing that day.
He was playing with Power Station, but as we've discussed before, Robert Palmer was not playing at Power Station,
Nope.
which is which is kind of weird. Eric, there was Keith Richards there, there was Mick Jagger there, but was there a Rolling Stones performance at Live Aid?
There was not.
No, they were
No.
fighting. Mick Jagger had a single album come out, so Mick Jagger performed.
Yeah.
Eric, do you remember who Keith Richards played with?
I do not. It was
Okay,
it. Did he do it? Was he in Wembley or was he in Philly?
he's in Philly. Mick and Keith are there. They don't play together. All
I
right.
know, but I'm trying to remember who he played with. Neil Young.
I'll tell you. Hold on. Okay, so basically, what happens is we're promised the big finale at the Philadelphia show. It might be the Beatles with Julian
Oh,
Lennon. It might be, I don't know. It's going to be the biggest ad. And Eric, who is the big
that's
finale
right.
of
That's right. That's right.
Live?
It was. I've tuned it out, man. It was such a downer. It was like Bob Dylan.
On acoustics with Keith Richards and Ron Wood.
Yeah.
Ron Wood was there too. I didn't even watch it. I was mad. I basically changed. I'm a what? Because like Bob Dylan's great, but we're 16, 15. We didn't know anything about Bob Dylan. I changed. I didn't even watch it. I just got mad.
That's all I know. And yeah, why is he the big closer? And the
I don't
funny
know.
thing is Crosby, Stills, and Nash played, and then Neil Young played separately.
Yeah, that's kind of weird. But we did get to Paul Notes. I was kind of shocked seeing Patti LaBelle on the list. I'm gonna put this in. I'm gonna put this up later. The list on this. Madonna
Yeah,
played. She had dark hair, which is kind of weird. But
that was
England,
the
man, they
yeah.
had the people. They had U2. They had I don't know how they had the Beach Boys from America at Wembley. Tears for Fears, Dire Straits, Queen, Simple Minds. Man, they're crushing it.
And
And
your guy, and let's not forget your guy. Your guy was
yes,
there.
Paul McCartney.
Yeah, I know. No, your other guy was there from your other favorite band, your favorite
Oh,
band.
Sting. Sting was there.
Yeah.
Yeah, he sings with Dire Straits. So basically, Paul McCartney's. I think he's singing "Hey Jude," but nobody knows can hear him because his microphone's not working. So Elvis Costello gives him a working mic, and this is Paul McCartney's first live performance since John Lennon died.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. So there's a couple rumors out there. First off, the rumor was that Bob Geldof asked the other two Beatles to show up for the gig,
Mhm.
but they said George didn't want to do it, getting back at Paul for not showing up for the concert from Bangladesh. But George Harrison remembers it a different way. He said he just got back in town the day before. He says everyone's asking about it. He had no clue what was going on. He's all like, "Well, they already got a great, group of people. They don't need me." Which, if you look at it, it's kind of true because George Harrison hadn't been doing that much those few years. He'd been in hiding, and the Beatles weren't really playing that much together, anyways. Because later on in 1985, Carl Perkins had a reunion special, a TV special. George and Ringo played on it, but Paul didn't go on it.
Ah,
And then in 1986 at the Prince Trust concert, Paul McCartney ended that concert. The next year, in 1987, George and Ringo played the Prince concert, but without Paul.
you
Mm.
realize that I'm right now, Monty. I'm realizing what you've done here. I'm realizing that you've somehow turned this Live Aid thing into a freaking Beatles lecture.
Oh yeah, there's gonna be more. You ready? So, podcast. Chuck Klosterman, he is, kind of pop culture writer and all that.
Okay.
Basically said if John Lennon was alive, the Beatles would have reunited at Live Aid. You think
No,
that's you think that's true or false?
false.
False.
Eh,
I'll tell you two reasons why. Because one, in John Lennon's interview, the Beatles are asked all the time, to play together
yeah.
for a good cause. They weren't going to do it. They're going to do money. And number two, in February of 1985, Yoko, Ringo Starr, and George Harrison sued Paul McCartney for the McCartney override. Do you know what the McCartney override is?
The, the McCartney override?
Yes. So in 1979, when Paul McCartney signed a contract for his solo career, EMI paid him extra for the
Oh,
Beatles songs. He got paid more money than the other three Beatles. So if John was alive and found out Paul McCartney was getting the McCartney override, do you think they would have played together at Live Aid?
yeah.
No. And the other reason why I know this, because in 1988, the Beatles were inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and Paul didn't go because he's being sued by his other two members. So the Beatles were never going to play Live Aid. Never, 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 never.
Well, thank you, Monty.
Yes, 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 yes.
Thank you for that. And here endeth the lesson.
Exactly. Yeah,
And
it's just kind of weird
wait,
because
I gotta ask you a question. I gotta ask you a quick trivia question.
yes.
So, did the song by Run DMC "My Adidas" come out before or after this concert?
Ooh, I'll go before.
Nope. And you know why? You can tell by the lyrics because in the lyrics he says, "When I stepped on stage at Live Aid,
Oh,
all the people pay." And yeah, I remember
yeah.
all the
Wow.
people came and the poor got paid. My Adidas.
Nice. Yeah, and then
Yeah.
after this, Live Aid disappears for 10 years. You never see it again. They didn't never play. They played it one time. I remember 10 years after the fact on July 13th, 1995 on a Saturday. They played it on VH1. I don't know if you remember that.
Yeah. And then what was it, 5 years ago?
Yeah,
They
5 years ago,
released it.
I was seeing it like play it again
They did
too.
a like a live stream on YouTube. YouTube of
Yeah,
it.
YouTube. No, it was 2 years ago for the 40th anniversary.
Well, it wasn't a live
Last
stream,
year.
but they streamed it. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I do remember that. Yeah, it just seems like Live Aid just disappeared. But it was great at the time, except for the closer, which I'm kind of still pissed off about it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't
No,
know.
was Michael Jackson available for the We Are the World part?
I don't think so.
Yeah. Why was there no Michael Jackson involved?
Well, if you look at the U.S., it's kind of weak. There's like no Go-Go's because I guess they already broke up. No Van Halen because they broke up. I don't know. It's like all the bands from like 83, 84 weren't there. The Police had already kind of broken up. You know what I mean? It's
You know who
like,
was there? Judas Priest was there.
oh,
Priest
Judas
was there.
awesome, though, man. I don't know. Eric Clapton was there. I don't know. Just Power Station
Yeah.
without Robert Palmer.
I know. Yeah.
I don't know.
Rick Springfield was there. Bryan Adams was there.
Yeah. Paul Young. Every time you go away, he has all the songs. Every time you go away, he gets mad. He always
Every
asks
time
me
you
to come
go
back.
away. Yeah.
Keep them.
Who else? The Simple Minds.
Yeah, Supervisor Big, Elvis Costello, Spandau Ballet. Yes, but I don't know. Yeah, the English version was
Pretenders.
I remember the Who played, and the Who didn't play that good. I didn't like the Who. Who didn't sound that good when they played.
No. Yeah, you know, they're the huge bands like that. You know, I remember, you know, one thing I remember about Duran Duran, I remember his voice cracked on View to a Kill.
Oh, that's right.
It's always going to be in my head.
Oh, that's why I think Duran Duran didn't want that out there because they didn't sound right. Some bands didn't sound right, and that's why Live Aid was kept under wraps for a while. But hey, it was great. We talked about it for a few weeks. 41 anniversary.
I love that. I loved it. And now I want to see it again.
Yeah.
So now I'm gonna have to go to YouTube and find it.
Yeah. 40 years ago today. Live Aid. Thank you very much. Love you. Anything else you want to say, Eric, before we go?
I do. When Hall and Oates played, did they or did they not do Maneater? Do you remember?
I don't think they did. Did they?
I can't remember, man. I think that was big. Was that Big Bam Boom time?
Yeah.
Okay, so Out of Touch. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Well, the weird thing is, like, right after that, they kind of broke up because Daryl Hall had his solo album, "Living in Dreamtime," which is actually a pretty good song.
Oh, that was great. Hey, everybody, get out there and watch some Live Aid. Thanks for bringing it up, Monty. Thanks for reminding me every year about Live Aid. One day we'll do the S Festival.
Yes, we did the S Festival once.
Oh, we finally did it. That's right.
Yeah, we did it like the weekend of 80. We nailed it.
Oh, that's right. We talked about it forever and we never did it. Then we finally did it, and I forgot about it.
Yeah, exactly what happened.
There can be only one festival, and it was the Us Festival. Yeah. Homer Simpson.
Just like we don't remember doing a Caddyshack podcast, even though we did one.
Yeah, I know. No recollections. I have no recollection, Senator.
I was just like, we did one? I don't remember this.
Yeah. And Caddyshack too, even.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, boy.
Don't know. All right, well, Eric, great job by you. And I will.
And you.
And by you. And this weekend, we'll do a show together. We'll be talking about the death of Bruce Lee and the invention of some type of Gennard, a new Gennard, I can't speak. New type of film that happened because of death of Bruce Lee.
Oh, I thought you were trying to say we'll be talking about the death of Bruce Lee and Gerbeau jeans.
Gerbeau jeans, yes. No, okay. We're talking about the new genre of films that happen.
Somehow, Gerbeau jeans and Bruce Lee come together.
Yes. Are they still jeans?
Don't forget, if we're gonna talk about that, we got to watch that Green Hornet. That Batman episode.
Okay, I got it. You sent it to me. I do have that.
We gotta watch it. All right, man.
All right. I'll talk to you next time. Bye.